Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. So how many shlokas we saw? 25. 24th question, 25th was Dhanam Priyavak Sahitam Jnanam Agarvam Kshamanvitam Shauryam Vittam Tyagaha Sametam Durlabham etat Chaturbhadram. Chaturbhadram is the four auspicious things. These four are very difficult. What are they? Dhanam Priyavak. Dando, but with sweet words. Jnanam Agarvam. Agarvam Jnanam. Knowledge without pride. Or knowledge with humility. Kshamanvitam Shauryam, Parakram without patience, Kshamaguna, forgiveness is difficult to find. Vittam Tyagaha, Vitta is there, but along with Tyaga Buddhi should be there. These four are difficult. Okay, next one. Kim Shochyam Karpanyam Kim Shochyam Karpanyam. Kim Shochyam. What is to be grieved? Shoka means sorrow, no? What is to be sorrowed upon? What is to be grieved? Bhagavan Shankaracharya says Karpanyam, miserliness. Minus miserliness in the world will stop suffering. Think. Miser means what? Lack of sharing. One of the biggest problems of mankind is lack of sharing. Sharing between nations, sharing between countries, states within the country, family members के बीच में sharing. This is a global problem, I am telling you. If at all Bhagavan, this Mahatma was telling, if Bhagavan was, suppose if he were to come here and address, he would say, first thing is humanity requires sharing. Food, clothing, shelter, a basic infrastructure, health, medicines. These things are to be shared. We don't share it. So that is to be very... Every master feels sorrow for it. All great masters suffer silently because of this buddhi of lack of sharing. Like a mother suffers because she loves all children equally. But among children there is no sharing. Then mother has to suffer or not? Because one son is not giving to other son. All are her children only. But she is unable to accept it, the reality. One is suffering, when one is capable of removing the suffering. Today you read in the newspaper, some other brother killed in the family, in front of family only. Other brother. Property issue. So sharing, if you have knowledge sharing, number one. And your valuable time, share with somebody constructively. Wealth you share. money you share. Learn to share. When you start sharing, then only you will know the value of spirituality, coexistence, etc. So, Bhagavan says, lack of sharing is to be sorrow, cried upon, grieved upon. Very practical point. Sati vibhave kim prashastam. Sati vibhave kim prashastam. Audaryam. Audaryam. When you have in abundance, vibhave, when anything you have in abundance, when you are possessing abundance, what is that guna which is praiseworthy in you when you have abundance? See? Udara bhav. Audarya means udarata. Udarata means what? Being liberal. So if you have an abundance and you have quality of this liberality, udara swabhav, helping everybody, considering for everybody, consideration for everyone, that is to be praised. What happens, I tell you? When we have some quality in human being, we don't cherish it with the right guna. Like abundance we have, we don't have udara swabhav. What is the use of that? Udara bhav is not there. In abundance is there. What is the use of it? You have plenty, you don't share. What is the use of it? You have plenty of knowledge, you don't share. What is the use of it? Shastras में कहा गया, ये ब्रह्मज्ञानी, he doesn't share that knowledge of Shastras to the people around, he would become Brahma Rakshas. Therefore, great masters always find some patra so that to transfer every knowledge to him or her. They distribute the knowledge. Otherwise, Brahma Rakshas banna padega. So therefore, Audaryam is very good quality. When you are in abundance, then you are looked. If you have abundance, but you are not sharing, even if you are beautiful and you don't share those beauty tips, what is the use? I'm just practical, I'm talking. You don't share those beauty tips also. How come you are so beautiful? Secret. Think. And you have some cooking techniques are there, abundance cooking techniques. And they cook and feed, but they don't tell. Oh, तो बहुत मुश्किल है. मैं खुद ही भूल गई. अरे अभी तो बनाई. They don't share. Now you understood how our guna is comes in, bad gunas come out. Udarata. So you purchase a new car and you don't let anybody drive that car or sit in the car. But that is used only to show on the roads and to tickle the senses of others. Such is the world, I tell you. This is the world. Why did you purchase? दिखाने के लिए. Purchase itself is दिखाने के लिए. So when you have an abundance, share it. Nothing, bhaiya, nothing. We are actually full. You are full as infinite pure consciousness. Nothing is required for us. To make me full, nothing is required. I can drop the body also, but my fullness is not affected. Nothing is required for me. I am full already. So I have abundance. Infinitely abundant I am. But then, if you have something, you don't share with others. But others are asking. Then there is no use. Okay? So if somebody asks, you have something, somebody asks, remember this sutra. Sati vibhave kim prashastam audaryam. Kah pujyaha. There the printing mistake is there. Vidvabihi nahi. Vidvadbihi. Dva and bhi ke beech mein one more da with stroke should be added. What is that? विद्वद्भिहि. समझ में आ गया? विद्वद्भिहि. विद्वभिहि नहीं, विद्वद्भिहि. विद्वभिहि, विद्वद्भिहि only correct. हाँ, कः पूज्यः. Who is to be revered? By whom? By learned people. So Vidwan, by learned people. Whom do they revere? Meaning, what do they like? Learned people, what do they like? What do they revere? What is the gunam? Swabhavataha sarvada vinito yaha. Beautiful. Swabhavataha sarvada vinito. One who is always humble is liked by the knowledgeable people, revered people. Pandit, learned people. So learned people would like to revere those who are humble. So Gurudev also, Guru is there. Guru ke samne, what is that Guru likes? He praises in the students humility. Humility. Very beautiful virtue, humility. Okay? Gurudev says, humility is such virtue, you lose it the moment you feel you have it. It is such a virtue, you lose it the moment you feel you have it. I am very humble, you know. I am very humble. The moment you say that way, your humility is lost. Very tough. And everybody thinks people will argue also. I am very humble. I have been humble. I remain humble. Except in this case, I will never be humble. Why should I be humble? But I am actually humble. Thus we fumble. On the path of spirituality, thus we fumble. Okay? So humility is very great virtue, I tell you. Our brahmachari used to be, there is no more. Once he went and met Swami Chidrupananda Saraswati, Divine Society. So he prostrated. On his knees, he bent. He always used to say, he died and brahmachari died very long back. Great Bhakta of Gurudev. He always used to say, Hinapa is Tamilian. And he kneel down and prostrated to, not Sastanga Pranam, kneel down and prostrated with all humility to Chidanandaji Maharaj. Chidananda was khadite tab. And then with closed eyes only, he got up. And he thought, I will get up straight and then see again the face of Chidanandaji Maharaj. When he got up and opened, he was not there. He was prostrating to him, Brahmacharya. Yo, Swamiji, where is Chidanandaji Maharaj? Namah Shivaya, he was also prostrating. So he said, my God, imagine upon Gurudev only is. When after Gurudev's Samadhi, he went to CIRS, Chinmaya International Residential School in Coimbatore for some function, next year only. and his ticket was booked, and he went and on the dash, he announced Samsidananji. Surprising, I don't know. I came here on the name of Swami Chinmaya. Ticket was booked on that name. So we felt that Gurudev only came in that form. So, great Mahatma he was. Humility, and I tell you, Chidananji Khan Yad, if you remember Samsidananji's Swarupa Rupa, humility, absolute humility. Because humility born out of wisdom. Wisdom not in the form of knowledge and information, wisdom born in the form of realizing the divinity everywhere. So, Swabhavataha Sarvada Vinito Yaha, very beautiful thing. So, be the man humble. And we got little knowledge, we become proud of it. One of our Swamis used to be there, used to say, in our over-enthusiasm, we forget time, and people say, I have been associated with Chinmaya Mission since 250 years. You would always fun of it. In your over-enthusiasm, you remind yourself that you have been associated and serving Chinmaya Mission for past 250 years. That is another garva we have, some other people have. I am associated with Chinmaya Mission since 52 years, 52 years. Some people count days also, up to days, months and days. Count kya farak padta hai. One of our Swamis used to say, always, he used to tell about Gurudev. Gurudev never spoke his past. So a seeker, if we cannot keep quiet without bringing our past bar, then we are not a seeker. Every day we bring our past. Somebody says something, you remember your past and you cut it. You just can't keep quiet, no? I went to Kailash. You went? I also went. But I also went is not required. Awareness should have. Somebody says, I went to Kailash Manas Sarovar. Oh, you gone? I never went. That also is not required. But we revel in past only. It's a big problem for us. Kaha Kula Kamala Dineshaha. Kaha Kula Kamala Dineshaha. What is Dinesha? Dinesha means Surya Bhagavan. What does Surya do? He will blossom the lotus, is it not? So similarly, Kula itself is like a Kamala. Kula means family. You consider that itself as a lotus. Who is that Dinesha which blossoms the lotus called family? Mane, who is that person, that quality, that person, individual, who makes the family blossom forth? Meaning, who is that who brings good name to the family, fragrance to the family, and family feels proud of having such a member in the family. Who is that? Kula Kamala Dineshaha. Sati Guna Vibhave Api Yo Namraha. Sati Guna Vibhave Api Yo Namraha. Who brings Sati is in, Guna Vibhave Ap Sati. If, even though the Guna Vibhava, there is abundance of good qualities in the person. Abundance of good qualities in a person, again bringing back to the same thing, one who has got so many good qualities, because of which he is shining in the world outside, but has no humility, there is no use. But one who has got abundance of good qualities with humility, he will become Kula Kamala Dineshaha. He will bring great name to the family also. Once some teacher, suppose you go to a teacher and you go to a teacher, other teachers, or other guru, other Mahatma, anybody, and you very, very humility, you are showing you are knowledgeable, but very quite humble, prostrating in front of that great teacher. And he will understand the greatness of Gurudev, and whole Chinmaya mission he praises, because though he is a devotee and Swami or so many XYZ of Chinmaya mission, such a humble humility you are showing, exhibiting here, because of through you I can understand what your Guru has trained you all. Think. Suppose we say, I am from Chinmaya mission. Bhayankar, पूरा नाम सत्य नाम कर दो. Similarly, member, you are a fully knowledgeable person, skillful. Dunya mein you are humble also along with it. Then the praise goes to the family. What a great mother, what a great father, what a great cultured family. The family blossoms forth. Who is bringing that name to the family? This man. Who is this man? Well-read, educated, skillful, with humility. देखा होगा आप, सुना होगा कम से कम कि if such a good person is available in the world, people are curious to meet his or her parents. कई बार उनको लगता है कि यार तुम्हारे पापा मम्मी से मिलना है, मिलाओ एक बार मिलाओ, मैं भी आशीर्वाद लूँगा. Have you heard or not? Why this? The family is getting that name and fame. Mother and father gets that name and fame. And the whole family's name is blossomed forth. So if you want to bring good name to your family, you should be educated, some guna you must have, and you must be humble in the world outside. Then the parivar will get good name, and the kushbu of that unfolded parivar, blossomed lotus flowers, kushbu will spread everywhere. Otherwise, badbu will spread everywhere. School students also. Such a student is so humble, so humility, virtues, all good qualities are there. The school teachers are surprised. When I was teaching Balvihar, I used to take Balvihar class regularly in Hyderabad when I was a chick. Apart from Yuva Kendra class and all, one Balvihar, they entrusted me. Tum karo kaam dhanda nahi hai karke. I was busy working also. Office ke saam baad mein kar lo, one hafte ke baad. So I used to go there. One fellow, hardly first standard he was studying, LKG, UKG or first standard. That fellow, whole family was teaching him all Vedanta to that fellow. When I am telling so many stories, this fellow refers everything to Advaita Vedanta only. मेरे को बहुत गुस्सा आता था. अबे तो why don't you keep quiet? I simply asked children, small children, UKG, how many gods are there? So many. The idea is any god you can, any rupa. This fellow like that raised his hand. I said, what happened? मैं कुछ बोलना है, बोलो, खड़े हो गया. But भैया, there is only one God. How many gods are not there? One day, मैं तो चुप बैठे, मेरे क्लास पर सत्यानाश कर देते हो. I want to tell something to other children, and this fellow gets up and talks Vedanta only. In quiz also, quiz I wanted to conduct, small quiz. I will ask one question. Small kid got up. Who invented ECG? Is the question he asked one day. I also don't know. Who invented ECG? मैं बोला एक दिन तुमको खराब करने वाला घर पर कौन होता है? बोला दादाजी. दादाजी कुछ काम धंधा नहीं है, पूरा पढ़ाते रहे. So I was curious to know what kind of family it is. Think, what a wonderful family, no? So they have such kind of a culture they are teaching. So that is this because of humility and such a sweetness qualities, he brings the name of The tree blossom forth is family. So, kaha kula kamala vidineshah sati gunavabhave api yo namraha. Even though he is having all good qualities, but always one who is humble, such a person brings good name to the family. ठीक है? कस्य वशे जगदे तत् कस्य वशे जगदे तत् प्रियहितवचनस्य धर्मनिरतस्य कस्य वशे एतत् जगत्. In whose control is this world? The world under its control. Beautiful thing. I told you again, this was again repeated thought. What is the thought? Priyahita vachanasya. One whose speech is very sweet. Priyahitam. Priyahitam means that which is good only he will speak. Satyam vada, priyam vada. Satyam api apriyam na bruyat. You heard that shloka? Satyam api apriyam na sada eva na bruyat. One should not speak apriyam. Satyam eva bruyat. But satyam apriyam na bruyat. Don't tell in a hospital that you know, I never tell lies. Doctor said you will die tomorrow 6 a.m. It may be truth, you need not tell. Because one more first important thing is, every truth need not be spoken. This is the first sutra we have to understand. Every truth it need not be spoken. You know, you are so ugly, I tell you, so ugly. She or he may be ugly, but you don't tell, no. It is necessary to tell. Somebody commented in Twitter, news I was reading, about one cricket player. I hope you would have played for West Indies. He's an Indian player, looks black, so looks like West Indian. So why should you comment like that? We invite all troubles because of our lack of control of tongue. चुप बैठ सकते हैं ना. Gurudev used to say, wife gets angry, Gurudev would say, darling, you looks more beautiful in anger. Please continue. You are so beautiful in anger. When you are in anger mode, you know, you look so wonderful. So her anger goes off. Gurudev used to give some tips like that. So therefore, kasya vashe jagadetat. First one who speaks priyahitam plus dharma niratasya. One who is wedded to dharma. One who is established in dharma. One who is yoked to dharma. Dharma means mind your own business in one way. What is your dharma? You do it. Every moment to moment, what's your dharma? You understand? My dharma now, for example, I am speaking. No, I am speaking, but because you are listening, it is not licentiousness for me that I can speak whatever I want. Understood now? I have my limitations. Just because people are listening, I cannot take it as a licentiousness. It is not a licentiousness. I have freedom to speak, but not licentiousness. So what is my dharma? I am supposed to speak on the subject on which I am supposed to speak. That is my dharma. So I am dedicated to that dharma. You will know. The moment I go off track, you will know Swamiji is going away from subject. So many speakers are there, they go into bylines and they get lost. And they don't know where they have left the thought, how to come back. Swami Ranganathanji always used to say, while speaking ke liye, that quite often some speakers ask this question to the audience, What did I say? What did I say now? Just now, what did I say? So, audience remind him. You said like this. Oh, yeah, thank you very much. So, what did I say? What did I say? Why I had to say that way? Because you lost the track. You become adharmi. Dharma nirata means focused only on. So, in your duties, if you focus, and when you are doing your duties, don't do with harshness. Use speech, sweet speech. We think while we are doing our duties, we think demanding respect and name and fame is part and parcel of our duty. You understand? We want recognition as a part and parcel of our duty. Do you understand my point? When you are doing your duty, you want recognition. At least some recognition from husband or wife or children. Something. Mom, you are working hard. At least that statement. Suppose, even though you are sweating and working and nobody is sensitive towards you, then you feel so sad. Nobody is understanding me. Nobody is recognizing me. But in dharma niratasya, from their point of view, they should say, they should understand, sensitive. That's a different issue. But you anticipating any respect or recognition while performing your duties, because you are not getting recognition, your speech becomes harsh. Because you are not recognizing my effort, so I become harsh towards you. That is not allowed. Like, what is the expectation from the mothers in the home? Mother should never get angry. She should never lose her temper. From children expect that way from mother. Whatever the nonsense they do, mother should not get angry. High expectations. If mother gets angry, mom, tu bhi na, aisa kyun karte ho? Arey wah! She is also human being, she can cry, no? No, I can't expect this from you. Gurudev used to give an example. One child was playing with a balloon. And balloon was burst. He ran towards father for support. And father started crying. What will happen to child? Child stopped crying and looked in confusion. Ye kya hua? You can try if you want. He will stop and look at you like this. Better to go mommy and cry. She is better. So mother will tell, don't go to him. If you want to cry, come to me only. He is a heartless fellow. He will never understand your pain. So, therefore, what I am asking is, when we are doing our duties, certainly we demand certain recognition, certain sympathy, certain understanding from others. When that is not fulfilled, while doing our duty, we become harsh in speech. Yes or no? Are you understanding about yourself? That is not allowed. Like our Balivihar Sevikas you take, Yuva Kendra Sevak Sevikas you take our study group Sevak Sevikas you take. All over the world I am talking. So somebody wants, I want that Acharya to recognize my effort. But Gurudev says, you do your job. Recognition, patting is the duty of Acharya, that if he is not doing, but that from that point of view, you don't live. Like, do you think that our Tejamananji or our Swarupananji or somebody Swamis keep writing letters to us and then good work you have done and please go? No, if he reports something, he will say very good, all the best. That's it. Every day they are not monitoring us, no? Are you sleeping or working? So my job is to do my job. In that position, when I am doing my work, I should not expect any recognition, name, fame, honor, nothing. And because suppose I am not getting all this, then I become harsh towards people. Because you don't understand me, why should I understand you? This is not the way to live life. Our job is to clear our work, clear our debts. And bachcha, dunya pura, it's a bacha. They can't understand. Gurus are so high that we can never understand them. Okay? So, this is very important. And if you have these two qualities, whole world becomes under your control. Which are the two? Priyahitam and Dharma Nirata. Okay? Vidvan Manoharaka. Vidvan Manoharaka. What is that fascinates the wise person's heart? What is that which is that which fascinates the wise person? Which causes joy to him? What is that which causes joy to wise person? He says, Sat Kavita, Bodha Vanita Cha, elevating poetry. Sat Kavita. Poetry which lifts the minds up are liked by wise people. That's why when we study Vivek Chudamani, the poetry in Vivek Chudamani is so fantastic, is it not? And the meaning also. The seekers revel in such texts, ennobling pure, divine, ecstatic poetry. Wise people cherish that wisdom and knowledge. Not like, street poetry. एक बार मैंने सुना है एक जोक. एक कवि सम्मेलन हो रहा था, कवि सम्मेलन. वो सारे कवि लोग आ गए सुनाने के लिए अपने अपने कविता. वहाँ पे लोकल गुंडा है. He doesn't know anything about कविता. He went and told organizers, मैं भी मेरी कविता सुनाता हूँ. पक्का गुंडा, पहलवान. सब घबरा गए. अबे ये पागल है, ये कहाँ चढ़ाएंगे उनको. बोले, if you not allow me, I will smash all with my goons. मैं करने नहीं दूंगा प्रोग्राम. Ultimately somebody said, वे जाने देंगे यार, नहीं तो एक प्रोग्राम होने नहीं देगा. Ultimately he was asked to present his kavita. Then he started telling. ऊपर भी नीचे भी. शुरू किया. ऊपर भी नीचे भी. ताली बजाओ, सब बोल रहा हूँ. ताली नहीं बजाए तो सुनाते रहते हैं लोग. जब तक आप ताली नहीं बजाते हैं और दे रिपीट कविता. दिस अ पोइटिकल प्रॉब्लम. ऊपर भी नीचे भी. सब लोग ताली बजाए. बढ़िया बढ़िया, वाह 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 वाह. दाहिने भी बाएं भी, दाहिने भी बाएं भी, दाहिने भी बाएं भी, ऊपर भी नीचे भी, दाहिने भी बाएं भी. माय गॉड. और हर जगह में because स्टार्ट अल्टीमेटली लोग इतना ये खींच रहा था 5 मिनट. ऊपर भी नीचे भी, दाहिने भी बाएं भी, अंदर भी बाहर भी, ऐसा बोल रहा है. तो थक गए लोग. अरे हाई क्या बताओ. हवा ही हवा करके आके बस. हवा ही हवा. That is not a kindle such kind of poetry. Like, if you are used to spiritual books and heavy knowledge based, I am sure you don't like cheap novels. In my life, I tell you my experience. You want to hear? ठीक है. प्रारब्ध ठीक नहीं है आपका, इसलिए आग. When I was studying 8th standard or 9th standard, people at that time, there was no entertainment except 20 paisa, 24 hours novel book they will give for detective novels or this novel, that novel, suspense novels and all. So people used to say, good reading bano, reader. So I purchased once, get 20 paisa, one novel leke aaya. 3 pages I read. That's the end of my novel reading for life. Till now, I never read any novel. It has impacted such a novel. There is no bhayankar. What he wanted to convey is that the guy came home and sat in sofa, for which 3 pages gone. How they represent? Shyam was walking one day evening. As he was walking, he was lost in his own thoughts. Sometimes he looks up towards the clouds. Sometimes he looks down and looks at the world. He questions himself, why am I born? Not knowing the answers, he started walking. And ultimately, with half mood, he turned left instead of turning right. He went round, round and round. Then he realized that he lost his track. Then he came back and turned right. Then he reached home. I'm fast track I'm talking. This fast track. Reached home. Then he opens the door with right hand. But today he opened with left hand. And he kicked the door with anger. The gate was opened. He crashed himself inside and totally forgot to close the door and walked towards the steps half-heartedly. And he climbed with negligence and neglect and not even bothered that he would fall. It will become great disaster for health. But not conscious of all those things, he just rang the bell. After 20 times he rang, he realized that there is nobody in the house. Then he only opened his key and unlocked the lock, went inside, looked at the house, nobody inside. He felt that what a life it is. I lost everything in life. With all that passive mentality, he collapsed himself in the chair. I said, that is enough. I never read any story. I'm telling you, please understand, this kind of thought-creating novels, nothing. They create only more waves in the mind. Instead of who am I, and uplifting literature if you like it. If you start liking spiritual literature, you are blessed. If your mind is still after this cheap literature, see, what is that? Sat Kavita. Vidvan Manohara. Sat Kavita, Bodha Vanita. Bodha Vanita means knowledge is equated to Vanita. Lady knowledge. Very, very beautiful, very, very charming. Knowledge is charming and which creates joy in the heart. That kind of literature is liked by the wise people, not the Bhayankar novels and horrible things. Okay? Kam na sprushati vipattihi. Vipatti, kam na sprushati. Who is not touched by vipatti, disaster? Beautiful, no? Pravruddha vachana anuvartinam dantam. Two things. Pravruddha, old people. Vachana anuvartinam. One who follows the advice of old people. Old people not only in age but in wisdom also. Generally, old people is considered as wise. Why? Because they have lived life, they have both mark kar chuke hai jeevan mein. So that wisdom they must be carrying. Okay? So wise people plus dantam, one who has controlled his senses. Meaning two things. Taittiriya says, whenever you get a doubt to Vidyarthi, students, Rishi was telling, you are leaving me now after the course, you are going back to your places, I am not available on mobile phone, etc. So whenever you get doubt, you go and ask elders of your locality. Upanishad says, Karma vichikitsa va vritta vichikitsa va syad ye tatra brahmana sammarishinaha yukta ayuktaah aloksha dharma kamasyuhu yatha te teshu varteran tatha teshu vartetaah yesha adeshah yesha upadeshah yesha vedopanishat etadanuशासनम evamupaitadupasyam. Beautiful text. Go and ask wise people of your locality, yukta ayuktaha, well wise people established in their own sadhanas, etc. Dharma kamasyuhu, those are following the path of righteousness. Go and ask them. Don't ask me. I am not available for you. You want wisdom? Spend time with elderly people. Those who have studied and then. Actually, no, I tell one thing. If you have lived life learning, gaining all good things in life, any child comes to you, you cannot keep quiet but sharing your wisdom only, not altu faltu talk. If your life is not devoid of knowledge, and some your grandson will come, what will you say? क्या खाया तुम बेटा? आलू प्याज डाली मम्मी इसमें? ऐसे ही बात करते हैं. प्याज डाली? बहुत अच्छा लगा ना? कैसा लगा? मुझे खिलाओगे? मेरे लिए क्या लाओगे? तुम जूता लाओगे? This is how they entertain elder children. They don't have any other thing, no? Like the other Balwar child I told, no? Who is discovered ECG when God is one, all different forms of band baja raha hai. I can see the child, then I can understand their parents and their khandan. Very easy to know. So when you advise children, elders advice you take, plus you have self-control, dantam, control of senses, and no tragedy can ever touch you. Why? Ready reckoner, elders are the tragedy struck. Immediately ask, sir, I am in trouble, what should I do? Advise. The elders give advice. You have self-control to live according to the advice. Advice we take, but we cannot live. What is the use? So advice plus strength to live according to the advice, meaning self-control. These two if we practice, no vipatti can strike us. Beautiful points I tell you. You have to think deeply. Kasmai spruhayati kamala tu analasa chittaya niti vrittaya. Kamala means goddess of wealth. Kasmai spruhayati. Whom does she bless? Whom does she touch? That's a beautiful thing. What is that she loves you? Whom does she love? Spruha means love also. It says, to indeed, analasa chittaya. Alasa chitta, lazy. Analasa, one who is working hard, Lakshmi blesses him. Second thing is, niti vrittaya. And also, one who is following conduct. Meaning, one who is living the life of hard work with principles. Hard work with principles, Lakshmi will bless you. Not shortcut methods and without principles you do, Lakshmi might come to you for one day and she will drown you in sorrow and go away. लक्ष्मी बहुत रुलाती है, पता है आपको? आके चले जाती है. She will touch and go. Then you will cry whole life. Morning lottery आया, evening news आया कि somebody is serious, please pay bill. Bill paid. सुबह आए, शाम को चले गए. But the idiot doesn't understand. At least God is kind. To pay the hospital bill, Lakshmi came. Anyway, so laziness plus life of no rules is not good. Absence of laziness, that is hard work, with principles, the one who has, Lakshmi will bless. Who says all these things? Remember, who is saying this? Adi Shankaracharya. Chadachitakam sahasa. And whom does she desert all at once? Saha means saha. Kam sahasa, kam chadati. Whom does she renounce? Lakshmi. Dvija guru sura nindakaram. निंदाकरं च सालस्यं द्विजगुरुसुर निंदाकरं च सालस्यं. If you do ninda, criticize, blame, slander, dvija, brahmana, guru, teacher, sura, devatas, nindakaram, you always blame them, Lakshmi will go away. Plus alasyam, laziness, Lakshmi won't bless you. Okay, this is very clear. Kutra vidheyo vasaha, where one is to live. Vasaha, vasa means dhatu, vasa dhatu, to live, where one should live. Sajjana nikate athava kashyam, Chinmaya Mission nikate. पढ़ो. अथवा काश्याम, either will you Chinmaya Mission close or go to Kashi. मैंने नहीं कह रहा हूँ ये सब. सज्जन निकटे, गुरुदेव सज्जन प्रांत है ये सब. So कुत्र विधेयो वासः, where one has to select the abode nearest to Chinmaya Mission. मैंने नहीं कह रहा हूँ. सज्जन लोग कहाँ मिलते? यही मिलते हैं. आप सब लोग सज्जन है ना, एक दूसरे सज्जन से मिलने यहाँ पर आते हैं ना. हाँ या नहीं बताओ. आप सज्जन नहीं मानोगे तो दुर्जन हो जाओगे. तो आप ही सज्जन लोग हैं, एक दूसरे सज्जन से मिलने इधर आते हैं. एंड देन पीपल क्राई, स्वामी जी आना चाहती हूँ, बहुत दूर है, चिन्मय मिशन दूर है. नंबर 1. नंबर 2, गाड़ी भी नहीं है. नंबर 3, बहुत काम होता है. एंड ऑल दोज हु आर नियर बाय, लकी ना. अब पता नहीं लगेगा आपको लकी, अगले जन्म पता लग जाएगा. लकी. You are very lucky. I used to travel 25 kilometers for chick class. In those days, bus, walk, bus, then walk, and I have to take class. Looking at all of you, I feel blessed souls. आजकल गाड़ियाँ भी हैं आपके पास. But here 3 kilometers people are finding it difficult. बहुत दूर है समझे. कितना दूर है? 3 किलोमीटर. Where one has to live near to a temple, near to a wise people, sajjana sangati reka. So okay. Then Kashyam. Otherwise go and live Kashi, where full of knowledge. Kashi is a jnanasthanam. Pandits are plenty there. Kashi Vidwan means very great. Kashi Vidwan. So there you will get lot of. Or second meaning is, go and remain in Kashi, no knowledge is required. Shiva Smarana is enough. You die there, you will get mukti. You die there means what? Kashyam avachinna chaitanyam maranam. Chaitanya. In the consciousness of, that conditioned consciousness of Lord Shiva in Kashi, if you die, awakening to that consciousness, you will not get birth. That's the meaning. Not that you go and die everywhere. ठीक है? Okay. कहा परिहार्यो देशः. Okay, which place to be shunned? परिहार्यो देशः. Which place is to be shunned means दूर रहना है उससे. What? पिशुन युतो लुब्ध भूपश्च पिशुन युतो लुब्ध भूपश्च. Don't live in the midst of Pishuna, wicked people and greedy people. If your neighbors are wicked and greedy, they will demolish your head and make you wicked and greedy. And some people, some flats they're so scared to receive anything from the neighbor, even as a gift. Why? दोबारा देना पड़ता है हमको कभी. हम तो नहीं देंगे. लड्डू खा लो, नहीं नहीं कोई बात नहीं, हम लड्डू बिल्कुल नहीं खाते। क्यों? उन्हें कोई बात नहीं, खाते नहीं खाते। अभी लिया तो देना पड़ता है ना। With that fear of giving back to them, they don't take. And you live among those people. What will happen? You become like that only. So many flats are there. Each opposite flat don't know each other. This door opens, that door closes. That door opens, this door closes. Horrible. So Pishuna Yuto, one of wicked people, greedy people, don't, are ruled by greedy king actually. Lubdha Bhupaha means king here. Why king? Anybody. If king is greedy, then whole thing is like that. So don't live in that pradesh. Change. Kena shotya purushaha pranata kalatrena धीर विभवेन केन अशोच्य पुरुषः. By what means can a person be griefless? Ashotya. Ashocyananvashochastu. Ashotya means that which is not to be cried, grieved. You are grieving for those things that which are not to be grieved for. Here is a Ashotya Purusha. Who is that griefless person? Pranata Kalatrena Dhira Vibhavena. One who has an obedient wife or an understanding spouse. Otherwise, he or she can create hell for the spouse. He can create hell for her, she can create hell for him efficiently. Think. And if the partner is not available, no spiritual sadhana can be done at home. No pritrukaryam, no shraddha ceremony, no puja ceremony, nothing can be done. If she is devoted, he is not interested, he will create problems to her. If he is interested, she is not interested, she will create problems to him. I say hell, graha nahi, it's a naraka hota hai, naraka. So pranata kalatrena, then dhira vibhavena, and undiminishing wealth. Vibhav means prosperity. Vaibhav. Undiminishing Vaibhav. Plenty you have. You can feed 100 people, you can invite all people, have a great thing, puja, path, yajna, havan, and sabko bhojan khila sakte ho. Money is there, no? That's why wealth is required for dharma sadhana. धर्म अर्थ का मोक्ष में भागवत में आया है इसका explanation. Wealth is for dharma. If you don't have wealth, you cannot, suppose you don't have money, you can't even pay for rickshaw to come to attend a class or petrol to in your vehicle. You can't do anything. So money is required. And if you have more money, you can purchase books, you can travel, you can plan, you can pilgrim tour, you can do whatever you want, you can do dharma karyas, you can do. So, one who has undiminishing wealth and an obedient, very house mein very cooperative atmosphere, conducive atmosphere if it is there in the house. There are so many people, Swamiji, I want you to come to my house. Okay, bulao. No, but my wife doesn't like all these Swamis. So, I can't call you. And one time she said, Swamiji, I want you to come to my house. Okay, bulao. My husband is dead against these things. Dead against. नोएडा में ही बोले मैडम, आप लोगों को बता रहा मैं आपको, यहीं की कहानी. तो बना के लेके आओ, वो देखता रहेगा कि क्या लेके जा रही है. The best is you eat food and think of Gurudev. Gurudev I am putting in your mouth. And you put that in your mouth. That will reach him. What else you do? So many people are We can't call you, we can't call you. And the worst part I tell you, suppose one person comes to Chinmaya Mission, husband or wife doesn't come, one doesn't come, one comes, and children come. Children call Swami, आप हमारे घर में क्यों नहीं आते हो? And Swami cannot talk. बुलाओ मैं आऊँगा, ऐसा नहीं कह सकते. But I know the sensitivity, other side. And the other partner who is there, he or she who is standing there, she feels so defensive. बाप रे बच्चे क्या करते हैं, सब पूछते रहते स्वामी जी को, और कोई नहीं है क्या बुलाने के लिए? स्वामी जी के पास जाके बुलाते हैं. Then what will I say? I am deadly busy. Whenever you want food, ultimately why should I come to your house? Together eating food, na? You come here, we'll have together. I have unfolded table is there, which can unfold. We'll have nice food here. Okay? Okay. See, so many problems. And in suppose whole family is dedicated, Dada, Dadi, Nana, Nani, and Bache, everybody, suppose Parivar is yoked to Chinmaya Mission. Then that becomes another center. I'm telling you, I will not name the center now. Just 1 week back ki kahani. One place I went. There I went, and one place I went, and that fellow is cousin brother only. So I stayed there for 2 days for some work. 3 days I stayed. So then I said last day, I said, "Arey yaar, tum local Swami ko bula lo, otherwise he will come to know that I came and went away. He will feel bad." Swami ji, हम लोग जाके मिल के आए. अबे बुलाना तुम, बुला लिया. The Swami is so nice. I called him at 9 o'clock next day morning, Ajo, for lunch. Swamiji, you are here, I am surprised, very this one. And you come, I said, you come to the house. Swamiji, abhi aa raha hu main, abhi khana kha ke aa raha hu. 9:30 he came to meet me. Why? Next day morning he was going to some other place, to other place, to other place. Okay. You know what he said? Swamiji, is shahar mein, I'm think that happy that your brother got transferred to this place. I am so happy, at least कम से कम मुझे खाना तो मिलता है. Because परिवार में मिलना, ऐसे परिवार मिलना मुश्किल है. Swami was telling. So that other's wife said, brother's wife, "Ayo Swamiji, don't tell like that. This is your house. Any time you can't. Our whole family dedicated to Chinmaya Mission only. No problem. You tell, otherwise we'll make food and bring it for your ashram." He was so happy, he felt homely. I was looking into his eyes. He was telling that Swamiji ऐसे कहाँ मिलते हैं परिवार, पूरा एक तो आएगा दूसरा नहीं आएगा तो बड़े परेशान लगता है हमको भी. पूछ नहीं सकते खाना, भिक्षा मांग नहीं सकते. देखा, वो परिवार is there, then no problem. Therefore very clearly, Pranata Kalatrena, obedient wife. No, obedient wife means don't understand in your modern language of Nari Dharma, women's rules and women's laws, why should I be obedient? Really funny notions you have. Or obedient spouse, I said, an understanding spouse. And undiminishing wealth you have. You can't even, suppose you don't have wealth, and the Swami came, no? Said, Swamiji, every day I take ice cream after dinner, today आपके वजह से ice cream छोड़ के आया हूँ. He was telling me. तो घर में आइसक्रीम पड़ा है, मैं तो नहीं खाता हूँ. He was given ice cream. अरे वाह, भगवान की दया देखिए, रोज मैं आश्रम में आके आइसक्रीम खाता हूँ, बिना आइसक्रीम खाए सोता नहीं हूँ मैं, because he has no sugar kicker and all that. Just what I am asking, whole family dedicated. I told that Swami, this fellow is our own family, so no problem. Any problem he creates, you tell me. They are starting Balvi are there in the house. Whole family dedicated means what a beautiful atmosphere it becomes. Only one comes or two comes, and other Khandan people, so many problems. I know, I am talking, so many families we see, in this world. Problem. Here you see, Pranata Kalatrena, Dirvibhavena, such a person becomes griefless, no grief, no shoka. Okay? Satyapi vibhavena, okay. Iha bhavane koshochyaha. Okay, who is to be grieved over in this world? Bhavane means in this world, who is to be cried, show grief. Satyapi vibhave na yodatha. One who has got abundance but he has no buddhi to donate. He is the one on whom we should look at him and cry. In the sense, feel empathy and sympathy for that fellow. What does he use? One who is not sharing. One who is not sharing. What's the use? Kim lagutaya moolam. Lagutaya means, disgrace, dishonor, public contempt, ignominy. Here, ignominy means disgrace, dishonor. Laguta means smallness. Lagutaya moolam. What is the source or the cause of laguta? Moolam. Lagutaya moolam, cause of smallness, dishonor, disgrace. Prakruta purusheshu. Yachya. See, begging the Prakrita Purusha, very, very low type of people, very unevolved and very, very ungenerate people, regenerate people. Very unke paas jaake beek mangna is a very, you are killing yourself. Become lagutaya moolam. You become so small. So don't ask that. Ramadapika shuraha. Who is brave than even Rama? Oh, smara shara nihatoho. Naya chalati, naya chalati. Smara shara nihato, naya chalati. Smara means cupid, shara means bana. One who is not wavered, disturbed by the arrows hit by Manmatha, Cupid. One who is not disturbed by the arrows of Cupid. He is braver than Lord Rama. Beautiful, no? One whose mind is not disturbed by any thought, any bana. Any bana means sense organs are sense objects are throwing their bana. They are releasing their arrows. Look at yesterday, before, what is that? Who is that? Yah lalana, lolana, is there, no? Earlier he gave, no? One who is not disturbed by the glances of women. Okay? That also we saw earlier. Yah lalana, lolana banaihi na vyatitaha kashuraha is the seventh one. Seventh one, Kashuraha Yah Lalana Lolana Banaihi Navyatitaha. Same thing is said here. Who is brave than Lord Rama? Once Gurudev and some Mahatmas always advocated vegetarianism. Pure vegetarian for sattvic ahar, for sattvic lakshanas and for spiritual unfoldment. But people ask different questions, masters. And Gurudev, brilliant answers, I tell you. Uncompromising. He will not defend. Defense mein nahi aate the kabhi. Not offensive also. Straight. Somebody asked, okay, Swamiji, you advocate vegetarianism, but Rama ate meat. So hall में हम बैठ के देख रहे थे कि क्या जवाब देंगे अभी. भगवान राम जी खाया. Gurudev, then you have a chance to become better than Rama, he said. My God. Rama ate meat, so what? You have a chance to become better than him. Think. That is Vedanta. हिम्मत होनी चाहिए ना. Okay? Kim aharnisham anuchintyam. What is to be contemplated upon every day, day and night? Bhagavat charanam na samsaraha. Think of Lord's feet, not samsara. Bhaja govindam, govindam bhaja mudhamate. Yah samsare bahudustare krupaya pare pahi murare. भगवत चरणम न संसार. डोंट थिंक अबाउट टू मच अबाउट द वर्ल्ड. जितना आवश्यक है सोचो, सोचना की क्या जरूरत है, करना तो कर लो. I don't know, so many things, too much of world, you please don't think. But we think about the world only. चक्षुष्मन्तोऽपि अंधाः केस्युः. Who are blind, even though they have eyes, they are blind. ये नास्तिका मनुजाः. Those who are Nastika. Nastika means those who don't have faith in, technically speaking, Nastika means one who don't believe Vedas. Not God. One who don't believe in Vedas is a Nastika. Nastikavada. Okay? Buddha also is a Nastikavada only. They don't believe in Vedas. Read second chapter, Gurudev's, the individual books available on Gita. He gave introduction to second chapter, where he gave that atheistic theism, all those things he gave. You can read it if you want. So Nastika people, the unbelievers, they are blind. Kah panguho iha pratitaha. Who is a well-known lame person? Pratita means well-known. Lame person, Pangu. Vrajate chayo vardhake tirtham. One who goes to pilgrim places in old age, they are lame people. अम्मा आया, जाना है तो बचपन में जाना है आपको. शंकराचार्य जी गुस्से में आया है. गुस्से में आ गया ना. Lame people, those who are lame, you old age में, Yudhishthira announced when he went to pilgrimage, Bharat Darshan event. When Arjuna went to Swarga for 5 years, 1 year they were crying here and there for Arjuna. Then Lomasha Rishi was sent by Swarga. He came and said, your brother Arjuna is happy in Swarga. He is busy in learning all those things from Indra and everybody. Chitrangada and all. You do one thing. What do you call? Not Chitrangada. Some other but now I forgot. The teacher is there. So he is there. You go on pilgrim tour. So I will take you. Then Yudhishthira announced who all are fit for pilgrim tour. And he said, those who are attached to luggage also don't come with me, he said. One of the points. And those old people don't come, he said. And some old people, मैं नहीं आ सकती हूँ. I'm young in mind. तो क्या हुआ? Young in mind. And that amma or appa becomes so burdened to the delegates. हाथ पकड़ो. पकड़ नहीं पकड़ा तो क्या प्रेम है स्वामी जी आपके शिष्यों में? कोई प्रेम ही नहीं है. Why the hell you come and disturb everybody? If you are so sick you can't walk on your own, किसको दिखाना चाहते हो? In this camp, Nainital camp, one old lady came. One old lady. And because of height of that ashram there where we had, higher than the Nainital. Because of that, she got that little, first day everybody took time to settle. Breathing problem and all. So next day morning she was telling, Swamiji, रात को तो बहुत घबरा गई मैं, कमरे में अकेली थी. My sons told me not to go. This is 84, 88-year-old lady. And my sons told me not to go. And but I came. Then I said, Amma, don't worry. Tomorrow I'll book a Tatkal ticket for you. Go back. She says, बच्चे क्या सोचेंगे? मैं लड़के आई हूँ, मैं हार नहीं मानती हूँ. आपके हार भाड़ में जाए, हम यहाँ पे तकलीफ उठा रहे हैं. So she wanted to praise, Amma, old age, great, do. किसको दिखाना चाहते हैं? सुधरेंगे नहीं हम, ये सब अहंकार है. अहंकार. I can't go, don't go. Such lame people come, old people who go to pilgrim, they are lame people. Kim tirtham apicha mukhyam. What is the foremost place of pilgrimage? Mukhyam tirthastanam. See, what is the answer? Chittamalam yan nivartayati. Chittamalam yan nivartayati. Repeat. Chittamalam. One who is chittamalam nivartayati, one who becomes pure, remove all impurities from the mind, that is the best pilgrim place you have to attend to. There is no other place to go. That which removes the impurities of mind, yan nivartayati chittamalam, that is the pilgrim place. Where that pilgrim place, you may search outside, you may search inside, but that is the pilgrim place where impurities of chitta are removed. And we go to pilgrim place and gather more chitta mala and return. Right? While going one bag, while coming 3 bags. Shopping mall. And useless, in every camp we have to plan shopping time. आते उपनिषद सुनने के लिए, वहाँ पे एक लगाना पड़ेगा एजेंडा में. Those who want to go for shop, सभी सुना है, अब भी सुना है, नचिकेता टेलिंग न एवरीथिंग त्याग दो, क्लास ओम पूर्णमिदम, लंच के बाद शॉपिंग. क्या पता है? सुधरेंगे नहीं बाबा, सुधरेंगे नहीं. What is the use of going to places? सुधरेंगे नहीं. उल्टा आप समझ आप आएंगे क्या हमारे साथ? उल्टा, मैं कहीं नहीं जाता हूँ. The Naina Devi temple I went. Because that temple I went, we had a boat riding in the lake and Prashant in the mountains came out. That's it. Next day I never went outside. Zoological Park. That was another road, Mall Road of Nainital. काम धंधा नहीं है क्या? मैं कहीं नहीं गया, आराम से बैठा. Who will unnecessarily struggle? किम स्मर्तव्यम पुरुषैः हरिनाम सदा न यावनी भाषा. What is to be remembered? Kim smartavyam purushaihi, people, harinama sada harinam. जपो हरिनाम निरंतर. ठीक है, भजो हरिनाम निरंतर. वो भजन भी है ना, भजो हरिनाम निरंतर. ओके, देन न यावनी भाषा. यावनी भाषा मीन्स चीप भाषा है, नो गांव वालों की भाषा है ना, तेरी स्लैंग लैंग्वेज. यावनी भाषा. कोलोक्वियल, यावनी, चीप, थर्ड रेट भाषा बात मत करो, भगवान का नाम लो. ठीक है. कोहि न वाच्य सुधिया. सुधिया by good people, by intelligent wise people. न वाच्य, को नहीं वाच्य, को ही न वाच्य. What is that which is not to be spoken by the good people? न वाच्य. paradoshascha anrutam tadvat. Don't talk about faults of others. This is the biggest weakness we have. Biggest weakness. And we like a masala in it. If with this we can stop this talking bad of others and falsehood. If you stop, paradoshas anudam. This is not to be done by wise people. Okay? Om Purnamada पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।